Hi everyone, it's Juni here. Today I want to talk to you about remenber no Kishi. So the first thing that I'm going to do here is going to go ahead and set up my grays on a separate layer so that I can then color over it and also add values. Remenber no Kishi from the god of manga Osamu Tezuka. This show was basically a fairy tale princess story, but it's a little bit different than what Disney was putting out, and that's kind of what he liked to do. He liked to, if Disney did something that was successful, he would do kind of that, but then he would go on a different route. He was inspired by Disney. He wasn't outright copying him, although sometimes he was. So in this fairy tale country, the law states that only a male can be ruler. So the king and queen are about to have a child, and the child is indeed a girl. So they lie to everybody in the kingdom to keep it in the family, not to keep the crown for greed or power, but because the next person in line is evil and they fear that he will be oppressive on the people. Look at his face, clearly evil. The doctor knows, and her teacher or tutor knows, and also her nanny. And she grows up as a kick-ass prince. But also in episode 2, there's a little thing that gets introduced, and basically it's explained that when she was a baby and she was being created in heaven is canon in this anime, and before she's given her heart, her human heart, a mischievous angel gives her a boy's heart. So, and then when she gets to God and God gives her her heart, he gives her a girl's heart. So now she gets to be born with a boy's heart and a guy's heart. A boy's heart and a girl's heart. So she has dual hearts, and that's why she has all these masculine traits, which, I mean, do with that what you will. But the point is, she was still a kick-ass female character back in the 60s. Even though she is implied that part of the reason why she's so strong and such a good fighter is because of the boy heart. But I think at some point in the series she loses that, and then she has to learn to rely on her girl heart and be strong again. So they fix it. So her companions on her adventures are actually her horse and that little angel that gave her the boy heart, because he gets punished and he gets sent back to Earth to find her and get that heart back, and also to make her into acting like a woman again. But she explains to him that she cannot do this because of the kingdom law, that only a male can be ruler, and if she's exposed as a woman, the next person in line will take over and he's evil. So then he helps her from now on. Saphir also has a second identity as a masked hero, which is funny because it was kind of like a Zorro character. So she has like 2 secret identities, and she also meets a prince, which she falls in love with, and it's funny because this prince is always very protective of him. And I always thought that as a kid that he liked him as a him without knowing that it was a girl. But I mean, I guess. So this series has been lost to time now because it's so old. It's from the 60s. And in recent media it has been coming up more or less. There was a musical not that long ago, in Japan only, obviously. And it's also a Funko Pop now, which of course, because everything is. And also there was a reference to it on a would-be Osamu Tezuka fighting video game, which I would have loved, but it didn't happen. And she was one of the playable characters, and she's on one of the main screenshots, but that was just fake, which sadness. So what can you expect if you watch this show now? Which I still highly recommend it because it has lots of action. I mean, it's a fantasy show, so you know what to expect. It's like fairy tale fantasy. But even then, it has lots of action, lots of really cool characters. The episodes move at a really, really fast pace, so you don't have time to get bored. And there is I think in the first episode, she like runs her horse up a wall of the castle, which, yeah, that's the kind of shenanigans that she got into. And she's just an awesome character, and she kicks ass. And just remember, it's a very old show, so the animation is, like, it's very limited. But even then, it has beautiful colors, it has a beautiful art style, and I still recommend it. So the series is 52 episodes long, and there was nothing else afterwards. There was a short made as a, I guess, proof of concept, although they presented as a film, but it's only 8 minutes long, which was done in 1999, and that looked beautiful because it was modern animation and modern techniques, but it was just 8 minutes, and it was just like a, what if we did this movie that we're not going to do, which I still am paying for. And I'm not positive, but I think it's also available on Crunchyroll, so if you want to just give it a shot, it's on Crunchyroll, you can find it there. So I hope you enjoyed all that information about Kishi no Kenshi, or La Princesa Caballero, or Princess Knight. And if you like my content, please subscribe. And if you think that your friends would like this stuff, this nerdy and geeky and artworky, share it with them, please. It will help me on my channel. I have a very small channel. I've been doing it for years, but I haven't been doing it regularly because of school. I'm going to school for animation. So if you'd like to help me out, just share with your friends and subscribe. Thank you. Bye.